Hi, my name is Nora. I was a student in a normal high school, and after school I worked as a pizza delivery girl. And one day, pizza was ordered at an address that is known even to a child in our city, because it was the place where the elite school for rich children was located. Everyone would love to study there. Their territory is closed, but judging by the photos and videos of some children, it is very cool inside. And one day, I was given an order to take pizza there. At the time, I had no idea that that moment would be fatal and change my whole life. As soon as I got there, I noticed something was wrong. The students were acting strangely. They didn't talk much, and they were looking at me too closely. I walked down the hall and left the pizza in one of the classrooms. I was approached by a male teacher with incredibly shaky hands. He took the money out of his wallet and paid. Suddenly, I noticed a familiar face at a back table. It was a girl I'd seen on the news before. She was wanted for several crimes. Instantly, I realized what was happening and pressed the emergency call button on my phone. I saw that she had a box with all the smartphones under her feet and a large black bag. I was sure it wasn't just guns. "Can I have a piece? I'm too hungry." The man nodded his head and began to slowly approach her. It was a convenient moment. I realized that she just wanted him to get away from me as quickly as possible, probably so that I would leave faster. "Oh, by the way, sign here and here. I forgot, I'm sorry. It's my first day, so I'm a little stupid. I've lost all my tips, but who cares, right?" I kept talking as I approached her. The girl stiffened slightly, but only slightly. "Oh, I think I know you. You're Mrs. Dickens' daughter, right?" "No, where do I sign?" "Oh, you look so similar. I used to be friends with her until she traded me for a guy. He sucked." When the girl took the pen and began to sign, bowing her head, I hit her with all my strength on the head with my bag, and she lost consciousness. The teacher quickly grabbed her and tied her hands up, and the students pulled out a bag of explosives. The police took her away. "Nora, you are a very brave girl. We are in your debt. You saved the lives of both students and teachers. As a sign of gratitude, we invite you to study at our school." "What? Are you serious?" "Absolutely. I'll be waiting for you and your mother tomorrow to sign the documents." This was the beginning of a new path in my life. My mother always called me observant, but I never thought that this quality would lead me to new adventures in a dream school. My first day went well. Everyone was eager to meet the kind superwoman who saved their lives, but no one really told me how that girl got into the school and began to threaten everyone. In the middle of class, I asked to go to the bathroom, did my deed, went out to wash my hands, when suddenly I heard a noise behind me. Whirling around, I saw that girl who had taken over the classroom behind me. I blinked, and she was gone. It was very strange. After school, I went home and sat down to study. Then I visited the school's website, where I read the news for myself. It said the attacker's name was Gloria Ashton, but on Facebook and on Google, a photo of another girl popped up. It wasn't the one I'd seen at all. I wrote to my classmate Natalie to ask her more about what had happened. I don't know how to help you. You saw everything yourself, didn't you?" "Yes, I know, but why do we have the name of another girl on our website? After all, she was not the one that is in the social network. There are two different people." "You're very observant, but I can't help you, I'm sorry. My mother wants me to have dinner now. See you tomorrow. Bye." Nat hung up, and I just sat there, thinking. Suddenly, I noticed someone knocking on my window, and I looked up and saw that girl again. "Oh shit!" I shouted, and then she was gone. That evening, I went to visit Nat and made her go to school with me. It bothered me. I had to understand what had happened and what kind of visions I was having. Natalie resisted for a long time, but I said I would tell everyone about her fake tits if she didn't come. She was then indignant and gave in. I didn't think that such an elite school had a weak lock and an ever-sleeping guard. We got inside easily. "What are you looking for?" "There should be albums with photos of the students and their names." "Why are you looking for that?" "Nat, you won't believe it, and if you do, you won't understand." "Is it because I'm blonde?" "It's because you know more about makeup than anything else." Did you notice that too? I'm a natural makeup artist. Yes, let's talk about that later. While Natalie held the flashlight, I pulled albums from the shelves. I had to scroll through several generations to finally find the girl I saw. Holy shit, it was Lila Green. This girl was older than my mother, but why did she look a little older than me? She should be old enough to be my grandmother. I took a photo of her with me to get a better look at the house. Natalie, help me put the albums back. My neck is almost falling off. Natalie? Nat, why are you frozen? Are you dreaming about cosmetics? I got up and started to take the flashlight from Natalie's hand, but Lila Green was there. It was her again. I screamed. Lila started walking toward me, and I dropped the albums and grabbed the photo and ran through the dark corridors of the school. I hid in the anatomy room right behind a dummy, hoping she wouldn't find me in the dark. Lila came into the classroom, turned on the light, and began to look around. I wasn't even breathing. She walked from side to side, then headed for the exit. At that moment, my phone rang, and it was Natalie. Lila abruptly walked towards me. She was like the fucking Terminator. I tipped the dummy over on top of her and ran out of the classroom. I met Natalie in the hallway. Nat, run, run! I shouted as I got closer to her. What's wrong with you, Nora? Run! She'll catch up with us! Who? Who? Her! I pointed at Lila, who was walking toward us with a bat in her hand, but Nat assured me that there was no one there, that I needed to calm down. Are you crazy? I shouted, and then Lila knocked me out. Through my mind, I remember her and Natalie dragging me somewhere. When I opened my eyes again, I saw Lila standing in front of me. She was pacing in silence, Natalie standing next to her, and I was sitting on a chair. What's going on here anyway? Then Natalie came up to me and told me not to worry. What the hell is going on here? Can someone explain it to me? I was really getting angry. Then Lila sat down in front of me. Hi, Nora. You know my name. Welcome to our school sect. You are rightfully honored to work with us, because you are now one of us. When did I qualify? The very moment you put me in jail. You didn't know I even existed? I'm just a ghost. My body is underground. The police took another girl, but you saw the real me. Why do you need me? I knew you could see me. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have come. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't have touched you. But why do you need me? The owner of our school is ill. For many years now, we've been looking for those whose young heart beats twice as fast as his. He likes the smell of young flesh, so he prolongs his life. You see, Nora, the thing is, every heart doesn't fit. The girls for the sacrifice are chosen by his daughter, Lila Green. She died in a car accident. It wasn't an accident. She was killed by the daughter of Mr. Green's rival. It absorbed her and brought Lila's image to life. She's been hunting him ever since. Picks out and selects people like you and brings them here. I think you need a mental hospital, don't you, girls? Then, all my classmates came out from behind me, led by the teacher, who was also in the class at the time. I was completely confused, but I knew I had to get out of there. While the crowd performed the ritual of dancing and worshipping around Lila's picture, I cut the ropes and made my way very carefully to the exit. You can run all you want, but you can't run away from yourself, killer, Lila told me. What? What are you talking about? I shouted, and all my classmates started chanting at me, killer, killer, killer. Then there was a flash of light in my eyes, and I saw myself cutting the brake wires on the car of Lila Green, the daughter of my father's competitor. Dad got into an argument with Bob Green that day, got really upset, and I promised that I would eliminate him in a while. The images quickly changed in my head, and I remembered that it was me. I faked the accident, found a hypnotist, and blocked the memory of it to avoid a police statement. The lie detectors, I tricked them. I think the image of Lila is a figment of my imagination. It's time to pay up. Old Bob Green figured it out after all these years, and now it's time for me to answer to him. To be honest, I have no idea what's waiting for me, but whatever it is, I deserve it, Wish me luck, guys. Tell me, did you guys like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below. Do not forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.